Hello, I'm recording a quick message on the evening of the 16th. I want to put this out there because we're about to enter, it's the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde when things start to get a little wonky with communication and technology and all of that, but there's something bigger going on with this retrograde because of the other retrogrades that it's coinciding with. We're also, in the midst of Cancer season, but moving towards the full moon, we're going to be heading into Leo season, which is a fire sign, and there's just a funny, there's sort of a tense energy, and it could be causing a strange, I said this in one of the piles for the pick a card, the pick a row short that I did this morning, almost like a grief or a sadness, and it has to do with just feeling unstable in these energies, but you also might not be able to fully place why you're feeling this way. There could be a lot of mind haze because of the solar flares, feeling overwhelmed. That's normal, okay? So number one, give yourself some slack about experiencing it. You're not alone. Even if other people aren't able to articulate it, it's definitely a collective energy. And then on top of that, it's okay to be able to divorce yourself from the things that are trying to crumble in your life right now, even though that's not comfortable. It's never comfortable to go through, deep radical transformations, but we always remember the butterfly has to completely dissolve in the cocoon, which sounds pretty physically painful, in order to become something new. So this is just a strange, tense, collective time, and go easy on yourself and allow yourself to feel these little senses of loss as signals of the transformation that you're going through. And what we know about transformation is that you can sabotage it midway by injecting your own belief about what it is, right? Judging it too harshly while it's occurring. So try to stay very open, very open-minded, in a space of quantum potential each and every day, giving yourself the ability to be reborn in every moment without committing to I have evidence, so this is how it is, for anything. Allow yourself to see new possibilities into being and be childishly optimistic, naively optimistic. There's such a power in that that's underestimated. And a lot of people are too far gone to be able to conjure that from within themselves. And then the other message is that just be very cautious with your physical surroundings and the elements lately, and just I recorded a video yesterday from the car, and I said at one point, I was I feel like I need two hands on the wheel. And then very soon after that, the person in front of me rear-ended the person in front of them. So I can't, there's just stuff in the air, you can feel it. If you get gut instincts or intuitive nudges about safety, or second checking something a second time, if your burners are off, that type of thing, do it, okay? I have a little tiny X-Acto knife on my key fob. It's a pill capsule, but it's a blade for box cutting and self-defense and all of that, but not really. And it's a pretty secure little object. But this morning I was fumbling with my keys. I was grabbing them on my way out the door, and the top of it had unscrewed completely, and the blade was just there, and I cut my finger on it. I was why is that a thing today? I don't know. There's no reason, right? But just little things like that. And then I set a bush on fire this afternoon on accident with a cigarette butt. The air is super dry. It hasn't rained in a little bit here, and it's 90 degrees. So that was a mistake. My bad. Everything's fine. The fire was contained. What's fascinating, going along with the intuition message, is that I was at work helping some people, on the job, and I bring my dog to work every day because his health is compromised, and he just has accidents in my house if I leave him at home. So I take him to work every day, and he's fine. He does great. He stays out of the way. But for whatever reason, with these people, he was getting all entangled in their feet, sort of bothering / embarrassing me, because I was just be cool, buddy, damn, go lie down or something. And he wouldn't. And I was you know what, do you mind if I excuse myself? I'm gonna take my dog outside. I don't want him to, have an accident on the floor of our showroom. And they were totally fine. And I go out there with him, and the bush is on fire. And it was an hour and a half prior that I had put a cigarette out in that bush. So, lots of messages in that around, I am personally still working on quitting tobacco and any type of vice of that nature orally. it seems like just this huge hurdle that I put off for a very long time, like a very long time. It's so hard to do. Anybody who smokes knows that. And I've been thinking a lot about addiction in the form of ritual, right? Like a lot of us develop addictions, whether or not they be substance abuse problems or eating disorders or self-harm, like addictions, whatever it is that you struggle with, gambling, like it could be so many different things. Porn, people get addicted to all sorts of stuff. It's because it allows you to have a sense of repetition and control and ritual. And we're ritualistic creatures and we crave that. And there's got to be something good that you can pull in right now to help you maintain and create rituals that are healthy and not harmful to you. And so there's a theme within that, but like I just also wanted to share that because my dog's intuition was like fire. And I never ever would have walked away from a customer that I was helping because my dog, I would always be like, I'm at work, I gotta focus on them, I'll do that later. So there was something there too. So I'm just putting this out there so that if people get little, like, oh, probably doesn't matter. No, it probably does. I don't know what your intuitive nudges are about, but take them seriously. Okay, the unseen world is just very, very active and it's speaking to us very loudly. Don't discredit that. And the more that you lean into the way that we can, trust those nudges, the more will be revealed, the more streamlined it will feel, and the more you will effortlessly trust the way it services your life to lead from that space of an intuition and like open heart. Yeah, I did not basically sleep very well at all last night. There's just a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about any of that. I actually recorded several videos this morning, but I'm not ready to post those either because I just want to make a bulleted list of a bunch of this other stuff that's more like bringing back themes about stuff that I was talking about last summer when I started posting on the channel consistently. So anyway, I'll do that later. I hope everybody's doing well. Be nice to yourself and listen to your intuition. Okay.